Hello students. So welcome to chapter 3 geography class 9th drainage. This is part second. In the first part you studied about different rivers and lakes through map. Now in this video we shall discuss drainage system in India in detail. So first of all, the term drainage. Drainage means the river system of an area. First of all, again look at the physical map of India. This is Indian major rivers. Again you can see, just watch all the rivers and lakes carefully. In the map you must have seen that small streams flowing from different directions come together to form the main river. And this main river drains into a large water body such as a lake or a sea or an ocean. The area drained by a single river system is called a drainage basin. I repeat again, the area drained by a single river system is called a drainage basin. In this diagram, in this figure, you can see how a river is coming from top of the hill and then going to merge into a big water body such as lake or an ocean or a sea. Do you know the world's largest drainage basin is of the Amazon River? This river is in South America continent. In this figure you can see water divide. Here you can see stream A is going in one direction and stream B is going in other direction. So first of all we should know what is water divide. Here you can see water divide means any area, any elevated area such as a mountain or an upland which separates two drainage basins. This upland is known as a water divide. For example, in north of India, Ambala works as a water divide. Next topic is drainage system in India. The drainage systems of India are mainly controlled by the broad relief features of the subcontinent. Accordingly, the Indian rivers are divided into two major groups. Number one, the Himalayan rivers. Number two, the peninsular rivers. There is a basic difference between these two river systems. Most of the Himalayan rivers are perennial. It means they have water throughout the year because these rivers receive water from rain as well as from melted snow from the lofty mountains. The two major Himalayan rivers, the Indus and the Brahmaputra, originate from the north of the mountain ranges. In next topic we shall discuss about course of a river. A river has different courses throughout its journey from its origin to its merging into a sea or ocean. In this diagram, you can see course of a river can be divided into three categories: upper course, middle course, and lower course. From its river source, when a river originates, then in the hills it forms waterfall. And then some rivers joins the main river. All these small rivers or streams are known as tributary. For example, Yamuna is a tributary of river Ganga. Then in the plains, rivers forms another feature, Oxbow Lake and meander, and all the plain area nearby the banks of the river is known as floodplain. When a river is going to merge into an ocean, then it may form a delta or an estuary. All the rivers flowing towards eastern side of India forms delta. Delta means a triangular shape. And all the main rivers flowing towards western side of India and merging into Arabian Sea forms estuary. So these are the features of a river course. Once again, you can see features of a river course here: source of river, then upper course, middle course, lower course. Here again you can see meander, Oxbow Lake, and then delta. So that's all about in this video. In the next video we shall discuss about the Himalayan river system.